starting now.
Right, so today is March 10th, 2026. It's approximately 3:40 p.m. This is the meeting of the Board of Commissioners of Albany Housing Authority for March. The chair and vice chair of the board are both absent today, so we do need to elect someone to run the meeting. Can I get a motion from someone?
Make a motion.
And that motion is to appoint whom?
Mark.
Bob Semple as to run the meeting, correct? Can I get a second?
Second.
And everyone in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, so Mark, Bob Semple will run the meeting, and take it away, Mark.
Thank you, Brian. All right, so I'd like to call this meeting, right? So it's already set. And is there a community forum? Do you have any?
No one signed up.
Nope. Okay.
Unless you wanted to speak. You don't want to speak? Okay.
All right. So is there a motion to approve the minutes for February?
Make motion, Pastor.
And second?
Second.
Cool. All right.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries.
Carries. Okay, cool. I didn't know we had to do that for the minutes. My bad. All right, so let's go to the first item, dated March 26th, 03/26/08. Resolution approving the sale of 57 through 59 R Street in the city of Albany.
So you will recall that we passed a similar resolution last month. However, subsequent to the discussion regarding that resolution, the purchasers of the property realized that the property was significantly smaller than what they had originally believed was the size of the lot. So through our broker, they've negotiated a new sale. We didn't seem fair to hold them to purchase it at the original price. So the new purchase price is
$9,000.
$9,000. Yes, even. And they pay for all the filing fees, et cetera, so there's no expense on our part. And you'll remember that the goal of a lot of these sales is to divest ourselves of properties that really are just a liability.
Yep.
What's that?
The lot.
The empty lot.
Empty lot. Oh.
Or lot.
So if I'm understanding it, the price goes down?
It went down by $1,800, I think.
Okay, and they're agreeing.
Right. They proposed that reduced number, and we've accepted it subject to your approval.
Okay. Is there any other comments, questions? Okay. Well, can we get a motion to approve this?
Make a motion to approve the $9,000.
Second? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Move.
Good to go.
Carried.
Carried.
I knew you'd get it sooner or later.
Need a dictionary?
Brian?
Resolution 03/2609, resolution of authorizing the write-off of certain collection losses. Peter?
Yes, thank you. As you can see in the resolution itself, it breaks down in categories of the collection losses, some related to fraud, some are related to damages, fees, and rent charges. So for September 30th of 2025, for our federal properties, up top you'll see that the fraud, damages, fees, and rent charges, for fraud $13,842, damages is about $13,000, Fees, $6,271, and then rent charges all across the federal properties are $125,196.61. Just to reiterate, these are units or residents who have vacated the property and left owing these amounts. It does not preclude us from being able to collect it later. It is just brings it off, it takes it off of our accounts receivable.
And I am gonna add one thing,
Please.
because this was my mistake. That's the wrong date on there. It should be February 28th, 2026.
Okay,
So these are the numbers through February 28th of 2026.
thank you for the clarification.
Oh, okay, versus September 30th?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
But it says it down below,
right.
Right, yeah, so at the top it
it's
was.
the top one for the federal property.
All right.
I'm not gonna read all the charges for the component units, but you can see they're pretty high. As it relates to rent charges, fees, and damages, just for one location, I think it's important to point out, for one development alone, the rent charges are $100,000. And then damages at that same property is $10,000. Yeah.
So, when you're saying write this off, this is money that will not come to Albany House at this point.
It's money that is not paid to us. We would have to go after it, or they would pay us back. Oftentimes, people reapply, find out they owe us money. Obviously, we can't approve their application unless they pay us back. Sometimes that's how we capture the funds.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the money.
but it does
money's
go off
owed.
of our bills.
Right.
Yeah, our accounts receivable.
But because it's federal, the federal government isn't gonna like step in and cover the
No,
loss.
no.
So it's not like a write-off, like if you were doing, when you have a credit card.
Right, it's a little different.
Okay, so it's different.
It just takes it off of our accounts receivable. So rather than having a huge amount owed to us on our books for residents who have already moved out, we remove that sum to take it off, but it does not get removed from monies owed to the housing authority. It just doesn't have that running account on the active residents that we have.
Okay. Okay, understood.
Now, is it my math, or do you have more, the amounts are more than what we're writing off?
So what you're looking at are, again, residents who have vacated or have, their leases have been terminated. Our current active accounts receivable exceeds $3 million.
Okay, so, okay.
Number one is federal, the others are the
Correct.
home units. That's why you got number one.
We've done these, we do these
Quarterly.
quarterly.
Yeah.
I mean, we may not have done it the last quarter, but we certainly have done
We did.
one in the last, we did?
Yes.
So, we do these regularly, and it's more of a paper entry more than anything else from an accounting standpoint.
But it also, to clarify what you're saying too, we get graded, assessed based on our accounts receivables as well. So it does help to show that although it's running, it's owed to us, it's not an account receivable for active residents. Does that make sense?
It does.
So,
These are people that's gone.
correct, because we are actively trying to pursue what is currently owed to us for those who currently live in our properties. Is that clear?
Yep.
My
Counsel.
one question is,
Brian?
what goes under fraud? Like, for the federal piece?
Yes.
We have fraud there, but that's not under the other ones. What
Fraud
goes
is,
under that?
absolutely, fraud is when a participant or resident does not provide us evidence of their income. They don't report it. Usually it's unreported income, or they have someone living with them who is not on the lease, who living with them illegally, who has income, and as we have found out.
Okay, and so that, they should have been paying more than what they were
Absolutely.
paying.
So they're
That's how we get
basically-
to that.
They're frauding the.
Got it.
Yep.
Got
Because
it.
if you look at the amounts of fraud, that could conceivably be other families that could be receiving those subsidies on their behalf.
Got it.
Okay. Any other questions? Seeing no others, can I get a motion to approve? Second?
Second?
All right,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Good.
Carried.
Carried.
There's that third piece, Mark.
All right, moving on to resolution 032610. Resolution approving the sale of 232 to 242 Elk Street in the city of Albany.
So again, just similar to the first, resolution, so this is a motion to sell the property for $25,000. Again, this was marketed by our real estate agent, and, this was, according to the real estate agent, the best, offer that we could reasonably expect.
It's 5 lots, it seems. From
Yeah.
232 to 242, or is it 232 and?
I don't think it's as big as
I
it
don't think that,
sounds.
yeah, it's not that big. I don't have the description in front of me, but I remember thinking it's not that big.
Yeah. Like pockets of, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions? Seeing none, all approved? I mean, can I get a motion to?
Motion made. Second.
Second?
Second.
All right, opposed?
All in
All
favor?
in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
You.
Hearing none, motion carries.
Motion.
Beautiful.
All right, resolution 032611. A resolution approving contract from mechanical engineering services.
Just what it says. You know,
That's the big package.
service, yes.
That's it?
Okay.
So this is similar
It's
to
really, go
what
ahead.
we did for the architect services a couple years back, where we went out to bid and we appointed 2 architectural service companies, and the work would be divvied up among those. Same thing here. The architects that we currently have feel that we need a mechanical engineer involved in certain projects, and so we went out to bid, and so the deal would be that we would use one of these 2 entities in order to help us out. This is for the big projects moving forward.
Based on the project,
Yeah.
will depend on who we use. Just so that we have them properly procured when we need them.
Simple enough.
All right, can I get a motion?
Motion made.
Second? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sustained? So carried.
Sure, we'll go with so carried. I'll go with it.
We're getting better each time, man. Great though, man. I'm learning from you.
All right, resolution, why did we have like 50 resolutions?
I know, I agree. I was just thinking the same exact thing.
Anyway, resolution, 032612, resolution declaring certain items as and authorizing the disposition of
Disposition of same, it should be.
the same, right.
Oh, okay, I see. By public auction. Yeah, good stuff.
Good with that?
The list is provided in the resolution of the items, the obsolete items. That's pretty much all I have to add at this point.
When we send them to the public auction, who does that? Not who sends them, but which auction house does that?
It's usually
You know.
done through the paper.
Oh, okay. The Times Union or something like that. Okay.
It's also online, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
there's
it's
also an online portal
Yeah.
that is used. Sorry, thank you for the reminder. So used to the paper.
What's a club car? Anyway, don't ask that.
It's a golf cart.
It's like a little, yeah, okay, you just said it.
All right,
I wouldn't have said go-kart, I was like a little buggy.
Yeah, golf cart.
Golf cart,
Yeah,
yes.
all right.
Yes.
Any other questions, comments? Motion to approve. Motion, second?
Second?
All right, cool. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? All right, carried.
Here we go.
Motion carried.
Two.
Can't work with mine.
You double hours, man.
Resolution 032613, resolution awarding a contract to Nan Associates for Ventex Piles Review Service and authorizing the executive director to execute an agreement and related documents regarding the same.
Thank you. This is the service we have used in the past and continue to use as we have LIHTC tax credit properties that have certain compliance regulatory agreements and requirements. So to ensure that we remain compliant, we use this service for file review to ensure that we're not missing anything, making sure that those who qualify actually do qualify and are eligible to stay within these units. So,
Oh, income tax.
yes,
That's what that is. Now, is that something?
quality control, basically.
Oh, okay. Do they get money from that, or is there a reduction in rent that offsets that?
Oh, no, this is an agency in which we pay per review. And it's actually less than the company we used in the last contract we had.
Okay, that's unusual.
Yeah,
Something's going down,
yeah,
so gas is up, so I guess it offsets each other.
right. So they'll do a file review, certify that this family is either eligible to move in and also eligible to continue assistance remaining in the unit, to remain.
Okay.
More of a check and back.
Okay, any other questions? All right, any motion?
Motion.
Second? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? All right,
Motion carries.
motion carried. All right, moving on to resolution 032614. Resolution approving the purchase of a 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 3500 HD truck with Fisher HD2 plow, authorizing the executive director to execute the purchase agreement and related documents regarding the same.
Okay, that's the denoyer piece, correct?
Yeah, so that's the denoyer piece, so we're getting that truck and plow system off state contract. So that avoids
Found
the
it.
typical procurement issues.
Thank you, I found it, appreciate it.
And that gives her to negotiate the pricing of that.
No, this is the
This
final
is
price.
the final price, yes.
Okay, any questions? That's it. You good?
I am, thank you, sir.
All right, so can I get a motion?
Motion.
All right, second? All right, all in favor?
Aye. We're fighting down here, who's gonna be?
I know, right?
Mhm.
Oh, we're aye.
Motion carried.
Beautiful.
All right, resolution 032615. Excuse me, sorry. A resolution approving a contract with Midstate Industries LDT for exterior painting and masonry repairs at Eagle Historic.
Yes, so the resolution states, there's need for exterior painting and masonry work for the historic properties known as Steamboat. It's not the towers, it's the townhomes that are on the side streets, the historic section. If, in order to, what's the word I'm looking for? We will be using our capital fund dollars in order to cover the cost. In addition,
As
Go
is
ahead.
consistent with other resolutions, so it's the purchase price, or the cost is $1.297, so $1,297,000. It's also authorizing the executive director to sign any change orders up to 10% of that.
up 10%, yes.
so we don't have to.
Is that standard?
That's been
for-
standard
for
here.
what we're doing?
Yes.
Yeah, for like last year about.
Yes, we
Yeah.
passed the resolution last year.
And we don't have to add that in the resolution.
It's in the resolution.
Okay.
Do we have to add it in every time, or no? Because
I include it every time,
Yeah, you're
just
thorough.
so there's clear.
Yes.
You're an attorney. Okay, Mark.
All right. Any other questions? Cool. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion made.
Second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sustained. Good. Motion carries.
Good stuff. Okay.
All right, resolution 032616, a resolution approving a contract for the replacement and/or upgrade of camera hardware and/or software at Westview Apartments.
Yes. So back in December, you approved, camera upgrades for, several locations to include Westview. After further assessment, it was, necessary to add additional cameras to that property, which of course adds additional costs, for the purpose of penetrating cameras throughout the building, and to be more effective, in observation as well. So that cost to add the additional upgrades, would be what is stated here, $79,000. That is also an amount that will be covered by CFP.
Does it say what, like when the upgrade is going to be complete, or it just the fact that there was an additional cost?
Well, it doesn't necessarily say it here. We are currently working with the contractor, rolling out the phases at different locations. In the third paragraph, you'll see the various locations that are listed. I'm not sure in terms of prioritizing what location will be first, but once upon approval, we'll work on, getting the updated contract signed and executed so that we can start installing.
Okay.
Good.
All right, and it was, you did say that, it was improved, because I know we had some issues with state.
Quality as well as additional cameras.
Cool. Any other questions, comments? No, seeing that, can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carried.
Just put anybody down. No, you can't do that.
That's all voice activated.
Okay, good.
All right, looks like we're done with resolution, advisement.
I don't have any advisement. Well, let me take that back. I believe in between our last meeting and this meeting, you may have seen, or maybe not, that I testified on behalf of the New York State Public Housing Authority's Directors Association to advocate for full funding up to $250 million outside of New York City, to cover for the housing voucher assistance program for New York State. So that was, I felt that it went very well. I received some great and positive feedback, so let's hope that it'll be included in the budget and along with some capital funds as well. So that's always a good thing. I'll keep you posted with that outcome. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that happened in between the meetings.
Is this the first time we've done something like that? Or?
So, as you know, I'm a board member of New York State Public Housing Authority's, nice FATA for short. Every year, there's some testimony that they provide. This year, I was asked to represent NICE FATA, so it's done every year. Typically, it's done by the president, Bill Simmons, who's the ED of the Syracuse Housing Authority. Yes.
Sounds familiar.
The last meeting we talked, you are also, a member of another board, where they do, they advocate for, individuals to, whether they're citizens or non-citizens, to keep them or to provide them with housing. Oh, damn it. It's like for the homeless or those who are at risk. I looked it up.
Let's see, so I think we're talking about the same thing, that is the program that I was,
Starts with an H.
HVAP, yep, Housing Voucher Assistance Program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the state where they've got a pilot program now for 4
Yes,
years?
yes,
Okay,
that's it. That's the one I testified for.
okay.
Yeah.
Any reporting or?
I don't have any, reports there is one thing, I apologize. Do want to, inform the board that most recently, probably last week, we got notification, as you know, we're always anticipating what type of proration we will get on our subsidy for our federal programs. When we brought to the board back in July, we anticipated an 80% proration, which is the lowest of our history at that point. We figured will be conservative. Just notified by HUD that right now we're at 67.5%. I might be off a digit or two, but not that big of a difference. Either rate, it's about a 13% less than what we anticipated, and we thought at that point we were being conservative. So we're hoping that on the second half that somehow that proration will increase to make up for the difference in which we're dealing with at the first 6 months. Our CFO and myself will continue to monitor. We're not in, I won't say bad shape, we're in good shape. We're able to stay afloat at the moment, but we'll keep you posted. We have no idea of what we're anticipating for the second half. I will lean on our CFO, Brandon Underwood. Am I missing any points?
No, just the fact that our first 6 months of our fiscal year,
Yes.
we had budgeted 80 and we extra received 95%.
Right.
So that's what's making.
Wow.
Providing that cushion, right. So,
Balancing us out.
correct. But keep in mind, any catastrophe could hit that, right? So let's just hope and pray that, nothing hits our budget to the point where we have to readjust. But we're consistently watching it. So that,
Are we finding that with our construction, prices are going up? Is that changing the budget at all or anything?
cost of maintenance has always gone up year after year. I don't recall any point of it going down. Maybe staying a little steady, but every year it does increase. I would say, it's really also based on needs. But I will tell you that because of the industry that we're in, there's a tendency to, I don't want to say overcharge, but for whatever reason, there's an increase in our costs for labor as well. It all depends on the aging of the properties, what's going on at the properties. That's why it's important to ensure that we, do our maintenance, maintain, the quality that we, to the extent that we can. Obviously, where, there's properties where you just can no longer put Band-Aids on, i.e. Lincoln. But when you can, that's why it's always making sure that you do preventative maintenance and, which we do it well. So I hope I answered your question, but it does increase, which insurance doesn't help. Being, having $3.6 million owed to us in rent absolutely doesn't help because, that affects your bottom line. Subsidy is, the difference of what we receive and the expectation of what we're expecting, a resident to pay. So it's not 100%, obviously. If you have $1 and the resident's supposed to pay $50, HUD will give you $25.
So you still gotta come up with the other 20.
Am I saying that right? If you have $1, the resident will pay 50 cents, HUD will give you 50 cents based on that.
Okay.
So that's how that proration works. Am I correct? So right now, based on the number that I shared with you, we're getting 67 cents on $1, as opposed to what was budgeted at 80 cents on $1, with $3.6 million in rent.
It doesn't seem like much when you say 67 cents.
Yeah, but,
3.
right. And then you have insurance, and you have preventative maintenance, and you have, that you have to maintain on your property. So it's, yes.
I do have a question. With the individuals that owe Albany Housing Authority money, because it is a federally based program, why is it that when they do their taxes, federally, that money can't be taken from them the same way it is if you owe New York State unemployment insurance?
Mm-hmm.
They take your state. Why is it that it can't operate the same if it's federal?
I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. So what I will share with you is that when I worked at the Minneapolis Housing Authority, I was in charge and led what they call the Revenue Recapture Program, and that's exactly what they did, we did. When someone owed us money, there's processes that you have to follow, notices, et cetera. But the point I'm making is it was more of a state law, rule and regulation that allowed us to be able to do that. New York State does not have that.
The money isn't owed to the federal government, it's owed to us.
Well, that too.
But isn't Albany Housing Authority a federal,
We receive federal funds with some of our properties and operations, but it's not 100% federal. We have state funds, we have a variety of mixed financing depending on the development.
We're not a federal agency.
We're not a,
Okay. We're federal funded.
We get funded
we
by
get
the federal
funded,
government.
that's right.
But
We're not a federal
we are a
agency.
local agency.
okay.
Yeah.
So there's no way to try to filter that out to try to siphon some of that money back?
I get what you're saying, but no.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I think everything else we're adjourned, right? If I get a motion, or is there something?
Can you motion?
All right, so I believe that, we'd like to enter an executive session to discuss the potential, sale or negotiation of sale of a piece of property. So if we can get a motion to enter the executive session, we'll get a second, we'll vote. We will not be voting on anything once we come out, so, after we make the motion, then the session will be closed and you'll need to leave. And then once we come back out, we're just gonna adjourn anyway, so you won't be missing anything. All right, so can I get that motion?
Make a motion.
I'll make it. Okay.
All in favor?
All in
Second,
favor?
I'm in favor.
Any opposed?
Any opposed? Abstained? We're in executive session.
Yes. So we're gonna turn the video off.
Thank you for coming.
You can.
Why don't you just pause?
You as well.
Yes, and we'll click real quick. All right, so we have come out of executive session. Would somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
First, second,
That's you.
Yeah, second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned.